So it's a new day, and the next thing I'm going to do is just try and tackle the oil leak that we're getting. Now, I think to really get a good look at this, I'll probably have to pull the timing cover off. See, there's a wee bit of dampness and oil around the power steering pump there, but it looks like it's almost come from in behind that cover. So I think the first thing is just whip this cover off and see just what we can see underneath. I have a feeling it'll probably all need cleaned under here, because if it's leaking all around the cam cover, it just gets lifted up and just whipped all around the inside of there, so it's just oil everywhere. So this gives us a good chance to also just check the condition of the timing belt. As far as I know, all of this was changed quite recently by the previous owner. So it all looks like, yeah, brand new. You can even see in here there's like a new seal. You can see the timing marks and all that they'd made. Everything looks very nice. Oh yeah, you can see they put a wee bit of silicone on the cams, as they should. Not sure what kind of silicone that is. It's clear. It's a bit weird, but looks okay. Okay, so I've got the belts off, everything down here. And I was able to get the crank bolt out. I just had to jack it up, take the wheel off, and you're able to access it straight through there, which is really handy. Just get the rattle gun on it, give it a go. You can see just around here there's a lot of oil coming out from underneath. Now, so I'll get this crank pulley off and we can take that timing cover back, see what we can find. Yeah, there's a lot of oil coming out of there. I think we'll probably need to start it up once it's up there, but I'll have to get the pulley back on and at least put on the water pump, just because I'd want to run it for more than just a couple of seconds, just to see, you know, where is the oil actually coming from. We'll have to give it a big clean. It's a lot of effort, this, just to sort out a small oil leak, but it's the only way you get these things done. Whenever you're taking up a crank pulley, always use something made of rubber. You can very easily ruin the edge of this with something a bit harsher. Oh, that's not good. That's not the end of the world, but not exactly what you want. Let's see, the timing cover here is all cracked and worn through. Looks like it wasn't put on 100%, because, you know, it's sat slightly further out, and you can see this doesn't even line up, and it's coming out here, so someone hasn't put that on quite right. We'll get this off and see what we can find underneath. I've got the timing belt cover off there, and I've got the crank pulley back on, so what I'm going to do now is just start the engine, shine a light, and just see if I can see anywhere where oil might be coming from. I got everything all cleaned up, so it should be fairly easy to see what's happening, but you never know, because it is quite minor. It can be quite hard to spot these things. think you can see it just down there. Not sure if you can hear me. You can see it's just weeping just there. So I think the previous owner was right, that it is an issue with the face of the oil pump. You can just see it coming out there. Oh. So it's dripping down there. So that's where it's coming from, definitely. It's actually quite bad. Okay, we've got something to work with now. So initially, I was thinking it was down there. You can see that it's weeping a bit, just ever so slightly. Looking all down there, it all looks okay, nothing too bad. Looks like the front main seal, which is behind there, is totally dry. I wonder, could it be the... One thing we should check is the oil filter. Because that very easy. The oil filter's just down there, and see, look, that looks quite suspect. If it's the oil filter, I'll be very pleased. Because that I could probably get today. Because it looks like it's coming from the front. I don't think so. I think it is the oil pump. That's a shame. So down there we'll have to pull that out, which means full timing belt off and everything, so that won't be much fun. But sure, I'll get the part sorted and we'll get it sorted out. Yeah, so I got the front main seal and the got oil pump O-ring to go on. So now next thing is just to get the oil pump off and replace those and give it a clean up and just reseal everything. Shit. There's the oil pump out. You can see it was just leaking all around here. It's just wet with all of it. It's like just sludge. It must just be caked on oil. So you can see there's the front main seal there, which actually looks okay, and it looks like it's a real Toyota one, which is good. Shit. It's less good. I'm gonna have to clean that. Did not realise that was gonna just fall out. But yeah, so I did clean this before, and I don't know if you can see that very well, there is a bit of water in there. I don't know if that's how badly it was leaking. I don't know, it's weird. Like it's weirdly wet back now. I'll just clean everything up. Oil pump seems in good condition overall. It's good, but yeah, so it was leaking all around here, which is what that larger O-ring was for. If I put this back up. So yeah, it was leaking all around here, and that, yeah, whenever I feel that O-ring, it's totally flat. There's nothing there. So I gotta clean all this up. Thanks. This is just a bit of assembly lube, just to try and prevent air pockets in the oil pump, and to help it sort of just suck the oil on through. It's just like really thick oil. If you ever buy a new oil pump, it'll always come with this sort of fluid in it. Shit. Stupid sensor. There we go. Only mildly covered myself in silicone. So what I'm doing at the minute, oh, it's just kind of hard to see there. So I've lined the timing mark up one tooth off on the bottom, because whenever I put the tensioner on, it will oh shit, I should have put the tensioner on. Oh sorry, I should have put the spring. Oh god. Oh, this is a nightmare. Oh, the timing belt's always a bit of a bastard. But yeah, basically, whenever I go to tension it, it's going to pull the crank around as it tensions, you know, with it basically just pulling on one side. Let's see. Yeah, so it looks perfect now that it's moved over. Oh god, but now I have to try and get the spring on for the tensioner, which is going to be a cunt. And I'm probably going to hurt myself. Oh, I hate springs. Shit. That's why I hate springs. Yeah. Oh god, I'm basically just sitting here doing a sit-up. This isn't good. No, it's not the way to do it. Let's see if that's made it any easier. Shit. Oh, so close. Yeah. Woo. Okay. Now what we want to do is give it 2 turns so the cam goes back to where it was. And make sure it's still timed up. Okay, and we'll check the top. Yeah, that looks spot on. Perfect. Whew. Oh, I'm glad we got that bit done. That wasn't fun.